So many people are afraid of this. Do you know what it is? It's beef tallow. So it's beef fat that's been rendered in my crock pot for a couple hours. You just throw it in, boil it, strain it, put it in a jar, in a pretty jar that used to be sauerkraut, the best sauerkraut in the world if you ask me. And I use this to saute my vegetables. I put it over top of steamed vegetables. I even added it into my blended coffee the other day, and it was pretty good. And so a lot of people out there are like, oh my gosh, fat makes us fat. And I was one of those people. I used to saute my vegetables in water, and then I would eat more and more and more vegetables because I was never satisfied. And that was my life for 7 years as a vegan. And I was a primarily low-fat vegan. And one day I just woke up and decided that the eating style that I was forcing myself to be in just wasn't serving me anymore. If there's anything that I've learned over the years in going to school for nutrition and having my own nutrition practice, working with thousands of clients all over the world, is that we owe it to ourselves to try something new when what we're doing is not working. It's sad that many of us are lacking a major amount of nutrients because of our fat intake. Our brains are hungry, our bodies think we're starving even though we're far from it. So today I'm going to share a couple of facts about fats as well as how a high-fat diet works, because I get asked a lot, okay, well, so you eat a lot of fat, so why aren't you 4,000 pounds? There's a lot of misconception around eating fats and what it means for our body. Just so we all get on the same page, a couple of facts about fats. Our body is primarily made of fats. So if you are a woman, our average body fat percentage is around 29%, and for men it's 15%. Our brains are made up of over 70% fat. All the cell membranes in your body are made up of fat. In fact, if you eat a high-fat eating style for 600 days, it takes that long just to replace half of the cell membranes in your body with big, fluffy, awesome cell membranes. So I imagine on a low-fat diet, they're like shriveled up candy wrappers. But on a high-fat diet, the cell membranes are able to get very big and fluffy and amazing. And since our bodies can't create essential fatty acids, EFAs, on their own, we are required to eat EFAs on a daily basis to make sure that our body has those building blocks in order to live balanced. I tried just about every eating style in the book and landed on high fat a couple of years later, and have been able to optimize my performance, my health, by eating high fat. So here's a crash course on everything that you need to know about how high fat works in your body. Basically, all forms of carbohydrate, whether that be fruits, vegetables, grains, starches, your potatoes, your bread, everything, breaks down into glucose by your body. This, in turn, increases your blood sugar. Your body considers blood sugar as being sort of like a toxic environment. So that pushes the glucose that's in your bloodstream into the cells to be used for energy. Once this occurs, your blood sugar goes down and then you get hungry again. So this blood sugar high and low of pushing glucose into your cells, this is what causes that endless hunger. Like every 2 to 3 hours, oh my gosh, I'm going to kill somebody, give me a snack. In a glucose burning state where we're using carbohydrates as our primary energy source, the release of insulin actually halts our ability to burn fat. So when our insulin is high, we can't burn fat when we're in a glucose burning mode. And because of this, we can't release any fats or toxins. So if you're eating carbohydrate-based foods every 2 to 3 hours, your body's never actually fully able to rid itself of the excess fat or toxins. And interestingly enough, if you eat more carbohydrates than what your body needs, to put into your liver and your muscles, is that those carbohydrates are transformed into triglycerides and stored in your body as fat. Wah wah. So that's why the high carbohydrate eating style can cause weight gain and also high cholesterol levels, because if your body can't hold all those carbohydrates, it's going to convert them into fat. So nutritional ketosis, or high-fat, moderate protein, low carbohydrate eating, is where your body is technically deprived of that glucose from the carbohydrates, so that you begin to use fat as energy instead of carbohydrates, instead of that glucose. This process of using fats as fuel produces ketone bodies that are used as substrates in the Krebs cycle. So that's where your energy production takes place. Once you're in this state where your body's creating ketone bodies, your blood sugar and insulin levels are reduced, the levels of HDL cholesterol increase, which is what I saw with my own blood work after 6 months of eating this way, and the visceral fats around your organs are eaten up. It's pretty cool. In nutritional ketosis, your body becomes a fat-burning machine. The enzymes that regulate carbohydrate storage are reduced, so your body can primarily burn fat as its energy source. And contrary to popular belief, I see this all over the place, the brain can run on ketones exclusively. It does not need glucose in order to function. There are certain processes within our body that do require that glucose, and that's why, a low-carb diet isn't a no-carb diet. Just to give you an example, on any given day, I'm probably averaging about 30 grams of net carbohydrates, so that works out to be total, usually around 50 or 60 grams of carbohydrates in a day if you add in the fiber. I am an action lady. When I watch a documentary and it's all doom and gloom and oh my gosh, the world is coming to an end, at the end of the documentary, I like to see things that I can do as an individual to make a change. So I am not going to leave you high and dry in this video. Now you know how high fat fuels you and what it does in your body. Something, if you're curious to see how this works for you, something that I did when I was first getting going with this was replacing my breakfast with a blended drink of some sort, and not a smoothie, but a high-fat blended drink with very minimal carbohydrates, if any at all. Something that I really love is brewed tea or coffee. It can be herbal, it can have caffeine, whatever you like, blended with a tablespoon of coconut oil, or if you have it, a couple teaspoons of MCT oil. Some vanilla powder is really good, and so that can become your breakfast. And see how you feel in that fat burning state. By incorporating a little bit more fats in your morning, you might find that your brain is lit up and you don't have that sludgy brain fog feeling in the morning when you get going. I hope that some of the information that I shared today was helpful for you. If you're interested in living high fat and you're not really sure how to go about it, I have a 30-day meal plan program and complete guide to following a high fat eating style and really discovering how this will work for you. Until next time, I hope you have a beautiful day and we will chat soon. Bye!